Hello everyone, I'm Katie Capucci. I'm a mental health counselor with Neighbor Care in the school-based setting. And today we're going to talk about size of the problem, size of the reaction. So the size of the problem can be broken down into 5 sections. 1 being a small problem, 5 being a big problem. So a size 1 problem might be a little glitch, a hiccup, something pretty small. Might be that you're getting poor reception with your internet and your game isn't loading. Maybe you wanted a type of toy or a dessert and you were told no. With a size 1 problem, you're usually able to solve it on your own. A size 2 problem is a little problem, a bit bigger than a hiccup or a glitch, and you may not feel like you have everything you need to solve the problem on your own. So you might ask one of your friends or a caregiver, like a teacher, a parent, a guardian. Some size 2 problems might be forgetting to do your homework, losing supplies that you need for a project, trying to make choices and just kind of thinking, is this a good choice? Is this not a good choice? Is this something I want to do? Do I not want to do it? And with the help of someone else, usually you can solve that question. A size 3 problem is a medium problem, and it usually requires the help of someone else. Examples of a size 3 problem include feeling sick, being teased, minor accidents like dropping and breaking something like a bowl or a cup. A size 4 problem is a big problem, and it does require help from an adult or caregiver. And you won't feel like you have everything you need to take care of the situation, and you shouldn't. This is a situation where getting help is the right thing to do. So examples of this problem might be fighting, getting a cut or a bruise that needs some medical attention, like a Band-Aid, or getting washed, getting lost in the store. A size 5 problem is an emergency, and it requires the help of an adult and often an emergency provider like the police or the paramedics. So an example of that might be a fire, major accidents, injuries, things that require going to the hospital or require someone else to stop the crisis from happening. So now we'll talk about size of the reaction. All different types of reactions, but we're going to break them down into 5 categories for today. 1 being a small reaction and 5 being a big reaction. So with a size 1 reaction, you might feel frustrated, you might feel a little discouraged, but you know that you probably have the tools to fix the problem yourself. So if you lost a toy in your room and you know that, well, I remember playing with the toy over by the window, and then you go look at the window and there's your toy, right? You're able to calm down and think of ways to fix that problem. You usually don't need help when you're in that size 1 reaction. With a size 2 reaction, you may feel upset, frustrated, worried, maybe starting to feel a little overwhelmed. Your body might start feeling a little bit more warm or cold. You might notice difference in your breathing or your heart rate, so your heart beating. And you might ask for help. With a size 3 reaction, you're starting to feel more upset and frustrated, maybe worried, maybe a little confused. Maybe your mind doesn't feel like it's working quite as well. Maybe you're a little scared and you're feeling a little more overwhelmed. You may feel less in control of your body, so you may want to cry or yell or kick or thrash your body around. And you're generally asking for help. Sometimes not with words. Sometimes you're asking for help by crying really loudly, right? So this is a medium reaction. Size 4 reaction, you may feel angry, scared, anxious, frustrated, worried, confused, scared, and overwhelmed. You may feel less in control of your body. even than the size 3, and your heart may be beating really fast, your breathing might be really fast, you might want to yell or hit. This is a big reaction, and you're generally really needing help from an adult to calm down. With a size 5 reaction, you might start to feel a little shut down, like your body might feel frozen, a little terrified, overwhelmed. You may feel like running, you may feel like hiding, you may feel like shrinking, you may feel like becoming really big and angry. Time may start to pass a little differently. It may feel like time is moving slower or more quickly. And this is generally time when you need a lot of support. So what we'd like to do is match the size of the problem to the size of the reaction. So sometimes we have a small size 1 problem, like the internet is not working, and we get really upset and we have a size 3 reaction. We're really frustrated, we're yelling, our bodies are feeling really upset. And then the internet comes back on and wasn't that big of a deal, right? So the size of the reaction wasn't really needed for the size of the problem. That's why matching them up makes sense. So a size 1 reaction is just right for a size 1 problem. And, you wouldn't want to have a size 1 reaction to a size 5 problem, right? Because if you're reacting like you could solve the problem on your own and it's a crisis or an emergency, that's also not great, right? You need to be able to know that the problem's big enough to ask for help. So it helps to be able to look at the problem and think about the size of the reaction that you want to come up with. So here's a little worksheet that you can do at home. Identify the problem, identify how you felt when that problem occurred, and then decide what is the size of that problem and what size reaction fits that size of the problem. All right, thanks everyone.